It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Good morning. Welcome to Travel and Cruise Industry News on this, the first day of October 2021. Coming to you from Forest in Bedford County, Virginia, Central Virginia area, right outside of Lynchburg. And it's kind of an autumny day again today. Not going to be real hot. Got a little cool last night, but it's that time of year. So today is several things going on. One, we've got some sailings today on here, October the 1st. From Miami, Freedom of the Seas sails. New York, Crystal Serenity sails this evening. San Diego, we'll talk more about that in a few minutes. But Disney Wonder is going to sail out of San Diego today and out of Seattle Ovation of the Seas. Now, we got a new feature that we're going to start on Travel and Cruise Industry News. Many of you are familiar with our good friend Elizabeth Sterne that's down in Cozumel. We've efforted a couple times to do some live streams with her, and we've had signal issues that have crept up on us. Well, from 1,300 miles apart, she and I got our heads together and came up with a plan that looks like it's going to work. So a new feature for Chillie's Cruises and Travel and Cruise Industry News. Here's the first episode of On Location with Elizabeth.
Hi, Chillie. It's Elizabeth, and here I am in beautiful Cozumel. And I know we had trouble filming the other day, and I just wanted to send you a short little video and let you know that so I just got photobombed right back there. Anyway, I'm back here at No Name Bar, and we're super excited because, as you can see, there are some crew back here, and everybody's ready and excited. You know, it's been 18, 19 months, whatever, since we've had crew, and everybody's super excited to see some action going on here at the No Name Bar. If you're not familiar with the No Name Bar, I mentioned it before, it is the place where all the crew come. No matter if you only have an hour off, you are coming to the No Name Bar. If you're going to Mega to do a little grocery shopping, you're stopping in at No Name Bar. If you're wanting to just jump in the water, I just talked to a really cute couple, Troy and Elise from the Carnival ship, and they're like, we don't have very long off. We just came here because we needed to stop by here and show our support and jump in the water. And so anyway, all the crew are coming back. It's the first time that the crew off the Breeze and the Vista have been able to get ashore. So everyone's super excited. So that's great news. Like I said, I just got photobombed by this guy here. And if you're a crew member, you probably know Dr. Joe.
Hey guys, where's the food at?
Where the food at?
Where the food at?
Dr. Joe is someone who's lived here forever. What do you call yourself? The body mechanic?
I'm a body mechanic, basically, yeah. Anyway, we had a bunch of kids off the Breeze yesterday. We had a couple on from medical leave off the Independence of the Seas. And today we got some guys from Vista here and up to the dry dock. It's great. You guys are back. I feel young again.
Yeah.
Well, okay, maybe not. But it's good to see you guys. God bless you guys.
And again, if you don't know who Dr. Joe is, he is actually, we call him the body mechanic, but he is a chiropractor here. And all the dancers and the crew who are in aches and pains after working long hours, he fixes them. And everybody knows to come and see him. And again, he's just awesome. So again, here we are, and there are a lot of fun people. I'm gonna walk over here, and you can see the manager of the famous No Name Bar, and she's got her. You can take your mask off for now. I know she had her mask on. I'm like, just take it off because we'll keep our distance. This is Alma, and she's the one famous for making everything happen here at No Name Bar. And you know, we always shed some tears and cry whenever we finally see crew members back, right?
Yeah, absolutely true. I cannot explain you my feeling, how happy I am, how happy we are that you guys come back. So we are just here to make you happy, to make more memories, and thank you so much, and thank you.
Great, and again, I mean, it's awesome. Like I said, it's the place to be. In the past, this has always been the crew hangout, but right now, even passengers. If you're a passenger watching this, you know Chillie, so that means you're somebody who's cool in the group of people, and we know that we'd love to have you here at the No Name Bar. There's a secret entrance though, so you might have to send me a message if you want to know how to get here. But anyway, it's an awesome, beautiful day in the upper 80s, and it's just gorgeous. And as you can see, the music is playing. They've got flags from all over, and we're just so excited and thrilled to have everybody back. So again, as a crew member and who lives here in Cozumel, I'm just happy to say on behalf of everybody here in Cozumel, welcome back to all the crew. But for everybody who has anything to do with ships, we're just so grateful to see people here, and I hope to see all of you back on the high seas one day soon. Take care, everybody.
All right, that was on location with Elizabeth. That's pretty cool. And by the way, Tina Turtle, Tina Turtle's right here behind me, was just whispering in my ear that she's been in contact with Susie Seagull, who has spotted Elizabeth on location, Elizabeth in Playa del Carmen this morning. So we may have something from Playa del Carmen coming up tomorrow. We'll just have to wait and see. So, all right, let's get to the news. Getting tired of talking about Sam. My goodness. In the news, we got, of course, Hurricane Sam is going to move east of Bermuda. Carnival adds another Greenland cruise. Shipsmonk takes a look at the Virtuosa. Australia to reopen early. San Diego to reopen today at all, starting today. Royal Caribbean is all in on the Virgin Islands. All right, first on Sam. Sam's core to pass well to the east of Bermuda. Tropical storm conditions expected on the island by tonight or early on Saturday. As of 5 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time, it was located about 435 miles south-southeast of Bermuda. 150-mile-an-hour winds, folks. Moving off at 17 miles an hour to the north-northwest. So it's picked up some speed. Pretty good clip now. Pressure is still down at 934. A turn to the north and northeast is expected later today and tonight, followed by a northeastward motion on Saturday through Monday. Expected to maintain a major hurricane strength at least through Saturday night. Hurricane force winds extend out about 70 miles now, so it's spreading out. Tropical force winds about 175 miles, so it's grown in size. Now you notice there's only the second storm on the horizon, and that's Victor, which is moving northwestward over eastern tropical Atlantic. It was about 630 miles west-southwest of Cabo Verde Islands, carrying about 60-mile-an-hour winds, moving northwest at 15. Pressure has dipped under 1,000, which is kind of surprising. It's 997. This is expecting basically to follow the same path that Sam followed. It's going to veer off and probably go to the north of the leewards. You may get some outer bands through anywhere in the Caribbean, but not much. Might get some surf issues. And then it's going to head toward Bermuda and probably veer off to the east and head up north. So, how much it's going to strengthen, this may be the end of it as a tropical storm. I'm not sure that this one's going to reach hurricane status, but we'll just have to wait and see on that one. But it's going to be another storm basically going nowhere, which is good. That's great. All our buddies over at Carnival. By the way, there's no, the Pacific still has two systems. They're just not going to go anywhere. The one closest to land in the Pacific might give some coastal rain and a little wind, but it's not going to be much. All right. Remember about a week ago, Carnival Cruise Line released an epic one-time Carnival journey from the port of Baltimore. The Carnival legend was to operate a 14-day itinerary that also included visits to Canada, Newfoundland, and Greenland. The cruise sold out in 24 hours, which did not go well with the guests who tried to book it. Those high up at the Carnival headquarters have decided to open up a second cruise to Greenland, departing earlier than the originally released voyage. The new option will depart from Baltimore on the Legend, August the 13th, 2023. That's great news for guests who missed out on the original sailing, and it set sail even earlier. So Carnival Legend will depart Sunday, August the 13th. You get 5 consecutive days at sea, arriving at Nanortalik in Greenland. And the next day, Kakortuk, I think those are the correct pronunciations, followed by another day at sea, and then it gets into Newfoundland and Nova Scotia. So they've added it. If you're interested in doing the Greenland thing, you better jump quick because it's probably not going to last long. All right. We've talked a bunch about the Virtuosa and the problems that she had for a couple weeks in there. And I'm not surprised, but our friend Dave Monk over there in Great Britain, Shipsmonk, was on this and trying to get from his inside sources some response. MSC Cruises has declared, this is according to Dave, of course, has declared 21 positive cases on a sailing that returned to Southampton last month, a Freedom of Information inquiry has revealed. The 15 crew and 6 passengers were reported on Virtuosa when it docked in the port on September 11th, a week after a health officer boarded the ship following concerns raised by passengers. With 2,340 paying guests, 1,270 crew on board, the positive test rate was 0.83%, or 1 in 119. Passenger groups have said this drastically understates the actual level of infection on the ship at the time, with claims of possible cases running to 100 or more. Regional press reports have linked at least one COVID-related death to the cruise. We now know that there's 2. By the way, I'm adding that, which also called it Portland, Liverpool, and Greenock. On the following sailing that ended September 14th, 12 people, 10 crew, and 2 passengers tested positive, the cruise line reported, out of a total of 4,624 on board, a rate of 0.26%. Now, I point out this only, folks. Number one, Dave is a trusted source for me. And even he said in there that at least indicated that the numbers that MSC has reported do not match what the passengers from that ship have been saying all along. So, still have some problems with that whole situation over there. I still think MSC, who started off on the Virtuosa doing everything right, everything, and they sailed numerous cruises safely, and then they started letting their guard down and they got in trouble. And, then even worse, they're trying to avoid the trouble now and possibly, I don't know if they're misleading purposefully or numbers just aren't adding up to the information we have. All right, we need some good news this morning. That's going to come out of Australia, down under. Australia's ban on international travel is set to be lifted a month earlier than expected. A New South Wales border will be the first to reopen after 18 months as part of a plan to relax restrictions for states that have reached 80% COVID vaccination rates. Notice that, folks. They're going to reach 80% COVID vaccination rates in Australia. Be nice if we were at that rate in this country. Commercial flights out of the country will resume for jabbed Australians. Australia's national carrier, Qantas, is to bring forward its international restart November the 14th with 3 weekly return flights between Sydney and London and 3 weekly return flights between Sydney and Los Angeles on Boeing 787-9 Dreamliners. Along with the UK and US, flights to Japan, Singapore, Canada, and Fiji have been flagged as some of the first countries where routes will be served, according to local reports there in Australia. Fully vaccinated Australians and permanent residents arriving in New South Wales will be able to home quarantine for a week instead of paying thousands to quarantine at a hotel for a fortnight, pending the success of the state's home quarantine trial. So things are looking up finally in Australia. There has been no news yet on when cruising will restart over there, but I have a feeling that you may see some movement on that front as well pretty soon. That's my guess. All right. San Diego, California, has been preparing for the return of cruising, and it actually today gets to welcome 2 vessels. Disney Wonder is setting sail on a 4-night cruise to Cabo San Lucas, while the Grand Princess is departed from Los Angeles yesterday, and it stops in San Diego today on her way to Ensenada, Mexico. The Port of San Diego anticipates over 100 cruise calls from now through May of 2022, primarily from Holland America, Princess, Celebrity, and Disney. So. All right, can anybody see me now? Let me know if you can, please. Yes, I am here. And I'm showing that I'm still broadcasting, and I'm showing that I'm live now. So, is anybody still there? Comments. See you. Okay. All right. So we're back again. Sorry about that, folks. Everything just went dead on my end. So, all right. I'm all good now. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Carol. Phew. All right, one more story, and then we'll get to the go over in the chat room here, because it has to do with Royal Caribbean. During the Sea Trade Global Conference in Miami Beach this week, Royal Caribbean announced that it signed a memorandum of understanding to develop and enhance the cruise ports in St. Croix and St. Thomas. They're going to spend some money. They're going to make some improvements. There's going to be a lot of good things going on down there in the U.S. Virgin Islands from Royal Caribbean. All right, let's go back and see who's in the chat room here. Again, I apologize for that total dead space in there. That was awful. So, all right. Jason, by the way, Jason, thank you very much for the lovely donation I received just before we went on the air today. I so appreciate that. You're so supportive, and goodness gracious, I certainly do thank you. Carol's with us. Jason says Friday day offs are the best. Yes, that's I can understand that. Cindy said, good morning, everybody. Kenneth's with us down in Pennsylvania. Good morning, Kenneth. Not live. No, I was not. That was not. All right. So to give you the backstory on this, we tried about a half dozen times. And right after the show yesterday, I immediately tried to do a live stream from the No Name Bar because she had some crew there. First time they've had crew has been allowed off the ship in Cozumel. So the stream, I could get audio. I had lovely audio from Elizabeth, but the video was crappy. So I tried to do whatever I could do. I ended up doing a short little thing with her. I downloaded it. And when I played it back, what I was finding was I had wonderful audio, but the screen was frozen. Just complete frozen screen. Of course, she went on with the audio. So, I mean, it would have made a story. I said, okay, I'll just use that. I'll make an explanation that, okay, Elizabeth is going to be talking, but we're not going to have any actual movement, any camera movement. So, so I had to edit out some dead spots from the front and so forth on that. And I went to edit it, and lo and behold, the video was black. It was nothing but a black screen, and not even her frozen picture. So I still had nice audio, but the picture was just completely gone. I tried it 16 different ways. It just wouldn't give me anything back from the video. So I sent her a message, and I said, okay, we're going to try something different. How about just making me a little tape, just a little clip, and try sending that, and let me see if I can't get something about the crew coming back, and then we'll see. Well, that worked out so well. That's when we cooked up with this idea of her doing some other things around the area. She lives there in Cozumel. She's waiting to be recalled back to a ship. Obviously, she gets around all through that area. She is in Playa del Carmen today, which she had to ride the ferry over this morning. So she said, well, how about we do something from there? I said, send it. I'll use it. Good heavens. And then the nice thing is when she actually gets recalled back to the ship, we'll be doing some on location with Elizabeth things literally from all around the world. That would be cool. So that's the backstory behind our new feature. Gretchen's with us on the treadmill. Good for you, Gretchen. And Jason says it's fine. Thank you, Jason. That's Nikki's with us. She says good morning to everybody. Emily's here. Emily says hi. Hot Air Tom's with us. What color did you get in your hair, Emily? Jason says, hot air Tom. Emily says, dark brown like my hair is normally. Does that mean that you were just simply covering up the gray with dark brown? I wonder. Jason, I would do Greenland. I think that would be cool too. I'd jump all over that if I had the chance. Emily says, Greenland, I'm trying to do Iceland. Well, I do Iceland too. Dave, laugh out loud. Yes. It could be false positives. Well, unfortunately, this doesn't appear to be, because now we're in this number of weeks and some people have really been sick. And a lot of them they have their own private group of the people that got sick on those couple of ships. And it's now well over 200 people that got sick during those two cruises. So, and we know of 2 deaths, unfortunately. Jason says it was simply a group of people that caused trouble. I was very careful of that. And I don't think so. I mean, yeah, when they started feeding Jim Walker stuff, I've kind of backed away from it because I didn't like that. But the couple of people that eventually, that initially contacted me, I don't believe they were out for anything other than MSC needs to straighten this up so it doesn't happen again. So good progress for the West Coast. Yes, it is, Jason. And then that's when I went dead. So I apologize for all that. So everybody's back saying they can see me, St. Croix on my list. Yeah, I tell you what, from what I can see from Royal Caribbean, they're going to be working on the docks. They're going to be working on the terminals. They're going to be spending some money on excursions. It's just they're going to be doing a lot both in St. Thomas and St. Croix. Cindy says, all checked in for the horizon. Can barely contain my excitement. I'm looking forward to you guys being on there. And we're going to definitely have to have some chats. Jason says, it's okay. You are the best. I do appreciate it. I really do. Nikki says, Cindy and Jason, I'm so excited for y'all. Have a great time for all of us. Cindy says, I have my home test and backup appointment scheduled for Thursday. Ooh, yeah, it's getting close, y'all. It's getting close. 2 backup plans in case. Nikki says, I'm wearing my New Zealand shirt today too. We must be twins. Absolutely. Yeah, I like my New Zealand yeller. Gretchen says, Emily, how many treats? Yeah, I hear you. Uh-oh, they just got the rugs clean too. A little action with the dog. All right, guys, that's going to wrap me up for today. Again, my thanks to Elizabeth Sterne down at Cozumel for doing. She literally put in a ton of just unbelievable time to try to support me and my channel and get us some interesting, different content. And so I'm really thankful to that. And for all of you guys for being with me, I certainly do appreciate each and every one of you guys. As always, like to get those thumbs up. That lets Facebook know that somebody's paying attention. And of course, if you're new to the channel, you can tell the guys get together and talk the whole time. So feel free to jump in and join everybody in the chat room. I'll see everybody tomorrow, same time, same place, or Saturday, Travel and Cruise Industry News. That'll be at 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So for now, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, have a great day. I'll see everybody tomorrow morning. Later, y'all.
I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry. So if you'd like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, Chillie chats, and travel and cruise industry news, just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner, hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when a new video is up or we go live. This video was produced by Chillie's Cruises.